Just like any sandbox survival game, Terraria is full of life hacks, tools of all different sorts, and mechanisms to increase efficiency. For example, just like how you can use redstone and hoppers to build an automatic wheat farm in Minecraft to save time, or eggs can be incubated in Stardew Valley to spawn more animals for more output, Terraria has its own list of items and mechanisms that can be used to speed up tedious tasks, increase output, and very specifically hurt the angler for being useless. My favorite hobby. Today I'll go over 5 of these items and mechanisms so that you can use them in your own Terraria world. Let's jump into it. Number 1. The infinite water glitch. One of the best ways to improve your chances in Terraria combat is through potions and food to buff your stats. To make these things you'll likely need to fish, since you can catch a variety of common fish for food, special fishes for potions, and quest fish for the angler to upgrade your gear. To fill up a pool of any size, simply grab 5 of any block and place it in a U formation like this. Then grab a water bucket while standing on one side, place your cursor over here and hold down the use button. Make sure to only have one bucket in your inventory, otherwise this won't work. And that's literally it. It's dead ass easier than making an infinite water pool in Minecraft. An endless amount of water will pour into the pool below. The only downside of this process is that it's painfully slow compared to using an inlet and outlet pump, but way easier to set up since all you need is 5 blocks, 1 water bucket, and no wiring. Once the pool is set up, you can use it for whatever you want and repeat this trick to fill up any other pool. It also works to make obsidian with it, which you can mine to make valuable items like the obsidian skull and hellstone bars, although this isn't very efficient. Now if you want to drain any pool of water, all you need to do is go to the floor of the pool, break 4 blocks like this, place a chest and 1 bucket of lava, then break the 2 blocks above the chest, and that's it. This works because the water would normally react with the lava to become obsidian, but the chest stops this process, causing the whole pool to be drained. Number 2. The axe of regrowth. If you played a fair share of Terraria, you probably know that running out of trees for wood is common in early hard mode and incredibly annoying. What I've done in the past is make a completely new world and mine all the trees there to bring the wood back to my original world, but with the last major update of Terraria 1.4.4, this issue was resolved. The axe of regrowth is a tool useful for doing 3 things: creating grass on dirt, increasing plant collection, and automatically planting acorns, which is absolutely beautiful. You'll collect way more seeds and plants when you harvest, making potion crafting way easier. Imagine never having to wait for plants to grow and always having enough blinkroot or deathweed. It's beautiful, isn't it? Especially in multiplayer worlds where you'll be making multiple potions for everybody, the axe of regrowth really helps you maintain enough potion ingredients for everyone to be prepared for boss fights. Every time you cut down a tree, the axe of regrowth will also automatically plant a sapling at the base of the broken tree. This makes it so that you won't have to go back through your world and replant acorns worrying about if they're too close to each other or if the surrounding grass will prevent growth. The axe is crafted by combining the staff of regrowth, copper axe, 12 jungle spores, and 3 vines, all fairly easy items to get. The first is found in 20% of jungle ivy chests, the second is created with some copper and wood, and the last 2 are pretty much found all over the jungle. More of the story, make the axe of regrowth. It's amazing and easy to get early on. Number 3. The rifle scope. This is one of those accessories that people don't show enough love, just like the frozen shield. Y'all really gotta stop sleeping on these underrated items. The rifle scope turns into the recon scope, the best endgame ranger accessory in Terraria. Now for the purpose of this video and this life hack, you actually won't need the recon scope. You'll only actually need the rifle scope because it allows you to do one thing: zoom out. Why is this so useful? Well, the rarest achievement in Terraria is and good riddance. Now I might have thousands of hours on Terraria, but I still don't have this achievement. I'm at that point where it's just one corrupted block hidden somewhere in the darkness of the walls where I can't find. But the only reason this achievement has been bearable to get is because of the rifle scope. It allows you to zoom out while using the Contaminator and Terraformer to the off-screen portion where you wouldn't normally be allowed to see, making mass purification much easier and allowing you to finally make the Dryad happy. Drink a bomb side potion on top of this to highlight all Crimson, Corruption, and Hallow blocks, and you'll get and good riddance in no time. Hopefully like I will in the next few days. The rifle scope is also great to use with items like the Splunker potion to find life fruits and crystals. Since you can see farther into the darkness, it also greatly helps with finding biomes like the Shimmer and structures like the Jungle Temple, whose traps will be glowing in the darkness when using the Danger Sense potion. By the way, the rifle scope only works when you're holding a gun, which includes the Contaminator and Terraformer. And you're probably wondering why not just use the binoculars since they can be obtained way earlier. But despite this fact, they have a very low drop chance and you can't use them with something else simultaneously like you can with a rifle scope. However, the binoculars still pair well with a Splunker potion to find stuff like life fruits, I won't deny that. Number 4. Hurting NPCs. Sure, you can drown them in lava. I've done that with a traveling merchant for his hat, but there are actually 2 items in Terraria which hurt NPCs: rotten eggs and the fly meal. First up, rotten eggs. These are better for just poking your NPCs. They're obtained from goodie bags only during the Halloween season and do pretty low damage to NPCs, but they're good to get your NPCs to move into a hole or or something like that. I don't know why exactly you'd want to do that, but it's an option. Second, we have the fly meal. It's crafted at a honey pool with a gold or platinum broadsword and 5 stink bugs, which are tiny critters that can be caught with a bug net on the surface. Now this weapon swings fast and does good damage. It can be used to move NPCs or completely eradicate them if they piss you off, although they'll just come back the next day. Anyways, the fly meal can also be used for the loot they drop, like the exotic scimitar from the dye trader, red hat from the clothier, and resonance scepter from the princess, most of which sell for a good price. Number 5, the void bag. This item was also introduced not too long ago, at least that's what it feels like when you've been playing the game for almost a decade like me, and what it does is spectacular. Firstly, it's obtained pretty easily by combining 30 bones with 30 jungle spores and 30 shadow scales or tissue samples at a crimson altar. Then it can be favorited and kept in your inventory to act as a second inventory, effectively doubling the amount of items you can pick up. It grants you access to the void ball infinitely and from anywhere. Using it will summon a temporary portal which you can click on to access the vault. Clicking on the void bag while it's in your inventory will close it. This will prevent it from picking up items when you have a full inventory. However, the portal will still spawn if it's used. Clicking on it again will open the void bag, causing it to automatically store items which are collected after your main inventory is full. This is extremely useful for those long mining trips or underground jungle hunts for resources, since your inventory fills up fast, and with the void bag you won't have to throw anything valuable away. And that's it. 5 overlooked mechanisms and items in Terraria that I think everyone could benefit from. The infinite water and draining glitch, the axe of regrowth, rifle scope, fly meal and rotten eggs, and the void bag. In this video I only mentioned these 5, but there are way more tricks I could talk about, so if you like this video make sure to give it a thumbs up so I know to create a part 2 of this video and more content like this. Have a great rest of your day or night, since some of you are probably watching this at 2 AM, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.